Jongens, ik ga gelijk verder met Doki Doki. Want hierna komt... We zijn bijna bij het fucked up stuk in de game, mensen. Waar de game echt fucking geweldig wordt. Of eigenlijk geweldig fucked up en interessant en different. Dus ik wil eigenlijk tot dat stuk spelen. Want dat is echt een fucked up stuk, mensen. Een hele fucked up stuk. We gaan verder. What a jury. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting some more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. What? Intense? What the fuck? Check die kop van haar, man. Wat doet zij? Waarom kijk je zo debiel? En waarom heb je ook die blush out? Dat is fucking... Nee, wat? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. Whew, I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors. Oh my, what a kutswoord! Contributors to a positive atmosphere. Okay, didn't ask, but okay. Depending on the oil or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin array of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. En dat is dan waterstofcyanide, blauwzuur en dan word je vergiftigd door deze fucking bitch. Wow, that smells wonderfully. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. What? Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. I guess. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spoons of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding or origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What the fuck? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbons to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Serieus. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. What the fuck? Uh-huh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Cute. Dat is een beetje cute. Ja, dat is cute. Oké, je mag het doen, je mag het neuken. Ik geef permissies, is cute. Het mag ook zo. Chill. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? I don't know. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Kapleung. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Nou, die van Yuri is nog erger. Yuri untravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. What? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Ah, well. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Ik ook. Ik heb hier een M9 bayonet en een M9 karambit. En ik heb daar nog een trainer butterfly knife. En ik heb ook een zakmes. Ik heb niet heel veel knives. Ik heb eigenlijk maar 2 echt coole designs. In ieder geval van hoe heet die site nou? Ik moet Elemental Knife. Elemental Knives. Dat is Maxis Ghost Skins voor knives. Dus ik heb de M9 Bayonet Fade. En ik heb de Karambit Tiger Tooth. En dat is dan Karambit 1. Want je hebt ook nog Karambit 2 en zo. En die is dan iets groter en beter. Maar ja, ik heb Karambit 1 dus ja. En mijn zakmes is helemaal van een Nederlandse site. En mijn Butterfly Knife Trainer heb ik ook van een Nederlandse site. They are just so pretty. I can't help it. Ik taf je, Yuri. Ik taf je helemaal. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Okay. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Aha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm laughing at you. What? It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Fucking idiot. Capling, wat? Why did you do that? Ja, dat vraag ik me dus ook af. Waarom doe ik dat? Ik heb eigenlijk niets te zeggen, want toen ik eerst mijn M9 bayonet testte, deed ik precies hetzelfde. Toen heb ik mezelf ook gesneden met mijn vinger, omdat ik echt een debiel was, maar ja. Oh, en ik heb nog een kunai van Naruto, maar die is niet scherp. Ja, mag nog wel, dat is illegaal. En die butterfly is obviously een trainer. Maar die M9 bayonet, die karambit en die pocket knife zakmes, die zijn wel scherp. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I said sharpness 5 up, bitch. Doe even normaal. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles from my hand or so. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Like, what the fuck? Dat is heel raar. Dat is echt raar. Dat is een mis met je. Chickie, I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, what the fuck doe je? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Je kan ook op iets anders zuigen dan mijn vinger, maar daar gaan we het niet over hebben. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Nee, what the fuck? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Nee, she doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Kepling, what the fuck doe jij? Wat doe jij? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Gast, ik ben echt een mongool in deze game. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Aha. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Kepling. Hey bitch, shut the fuck up man. Gaan we het over jou hebben? Yuri? Je bent helemaal lijp in je kop, man. Yuri giggles shyly. Ik vind deze woorden gewoon cute. Giggles en shyly zijn gewoon cute woorden. Oké, sorry. Yuri calling me weird? Like, okay, ik taf je. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Ja, wat is het dan? Even klappen? Yeah, let's do it. Even pompen? What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. Okay, that's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Ik tafje. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? Spoiler, this is fucked up. I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves and pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. This chick is echt lijp, ouwe. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. Okay. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. Childish? No, I didn't mean that at all. Ik heb geen eens iets gezegd. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Ik taffie man, vooral anime man. Fucking goede anime zijn er. Fucking lijpe anime. En ook games, ja. Ik bedoel, als iemand zegt, ik heb Outlast gespeeld, ik hou van Outlast en Outlast is beter dan 2, dan neuk ik ze instant. Nee, grapje hoor. Ik weet niet, welke Outlast vind ik beter? Outlast 1 of 2? I don't know. Outlast 2 heb ik ook nog een serie Dora waar ik 1 episode van heb, dat ik echt 3 maanden geleden heb gemaakt. Dan moet ik ook echt maar verder, maar dan moet ik wel al die dingen opzoeken op YouTube onthouden en ik ben fucking dom. Oké, let's go. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ik ga dat geluid niet na. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. Oh wow, there are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Ik bedoel, ik zie het niet, maar in dit plaatje zie je het niet echt. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Check hoe clean dit eruit ziet, boys. Holy tieten. Deze artwork ziet er toch clean uit. Klaar. Dit ziet er clean uit. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh my... Is something wrong? Gaat ze klaar? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. What? It feels really nice. Okay, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Ja, maar kokblok. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Zijn we een keer klaar? That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Moet ze dan een beetje PC-geel zijn of zo? Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. Of geel, waar heb ik het nou over? I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too, with the results. Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. Oh, natuurlijk, that's true, but won't that take a while? Well... Perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Eindelijk Lucy, you say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Check hoe ze lacht en echt zo evil, man. Een beetje evil, een beetje sus lach je. No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see, I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, of course, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow walker. No, it's not your fault at all. Okay. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, of course. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. En we gaan naar buiten. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Trouwens, hoezo is het nog steeds... Ik dacht dat er wel PC donkerder zou worden. Of een beetje... Ja, dat lijkt me wel vet eigenlijk. Oké, we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Kaplium. Yuri takes a step close to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Holy tieten, ouwe. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to. As Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayuri? Ah, hi Kaplion. Sayuri, just now we weren't... It's okay, Kaplion. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Loesoe, holy tieten, die chickie gaat loesoe, man. Die heeft enge loesoe gegooid. Okay, clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Ik ga mijn muziek PC harder zetten weer. Ik zit een beetje te kutten met de settings, mensen. Ik weet niet helemaal wat ik wil met mijn leven, maar ja, YOLO. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Ah, well, I tried staying in my room. But my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Kaplion? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Kaplion. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? What the fuck? Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime. I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Kaplion. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Kaplion. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Fuck! Is een lastige keuze. Wat zou ik in het echt doen, is een hele goede vraag. I love you, dat klopt eigenlijk niet van hoe ik me heb gedragen en zo. Wat ik altijd zeg. Tweede klopt wel, you always be my dear son. Maar waarschijnlijk wat ze meest nodig heeft is de eerste I love you. Maar dat is niet waar. Dus misschien weet ze dan dat het niet waar is. Dat ik het alleen maar zeg om gewoon sympathie te krijgen of zo. Omdat ik sad voor voel. En dan later moet ik dan vertellen dat het niet waar is als ze zich stabieler voelt. Maar wat als ze nooit stabieler voelt? Als ik dan met haar uitmaak dan... Oh god. Ik weet wel dat als je haar I love you zegt, dan krijg je een extra plaatje dat jullie knuffelen. En dan vind ik wel leuk om even te showen. Dus eigenlijk wel I love you kieken. Eigenlijk moet ik niet doen. Dit is slecht, maar nee, je moet niet liegen. Maar sorry, ik moet het even doen. Nee, ik weet dat dat niet uitmaakt. Ik wil gewoon die extra scene even pakken. Oh. Wat moet ik doen? I love you. Dat heb je nodig. Dat heb je nodig, anders is het zo awkward. Maar dan klopt dat niet met Jury. Ik had Sayori moeten wifen. Oké, sorry. Het spijt me. Het spijt me zo erg. Ik moest saven ervoor. Oh god, wat heb ik gedaan? Wat heb ik gedaan? I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Kapleung. Wauw, dus... ja. Je kan volgens mij ook dit uitzetten, dacht ik, of niet? Save load settings. Oké. Sayuri Rapstar. Oh ja, dat kun je met dit doen, ja. Wow, dus dit is enigszins zo zie je hoe onze main protagonist uitziet. Redelijk basic. En je ziet alleen zijn haar mee. Sayuri Rapstar en Tyler Run. Kapleung. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayuri in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Kapleung. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayuri's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayuri? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Kapleung. It's okay, Sayuri. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Dit is eigenlijk echt slechte keuze. Sayuri and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at it whatever pace suits you best. Hey Kapleung. Sayuri gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayuri means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayuri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayuri. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayuri meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayuri is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Mensen, het gaat bijna naar de tering. It's a day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri, but Sayuri isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sends me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayuri and Yuri at the festival. Holy tieren, we willen gewoon een triootje of zo. Even chill, man. Nee, fatu, man. Echt. Dit is echt, depressie is echt een serieus topic. But no, Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Het is serieus. Ik vind het zo goed in deze game dat nu de muziek gewoon weg. Want deze game heeft altijd muziek gehad. En nu geen muziek is zo stil, krijg ik echt gewoon kippenvel. Ik heb letterlijk kippenvel gekregen, mensen. Holy tieten. Vooral, ik weet ook wat er gaat gebeuren, maar... You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we are performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayuri with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That's that dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayuri told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Kapleung. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayuri really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Vieze bitch that je bent. What? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do we want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayuri's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Wat de fucking tering is dit, mensen? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Kapleung? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayuri's written, but more than that. I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayuri, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, what was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayuri. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayuri's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and I let myself in. Sayuri? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on her door. Sayuri? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayuri? Oh my god. Oh my pieterzooi. Ja. Oh, ik wist nog dat ik dit voor het eerst zag. Ik was helemaal lijp, man. Ik was echt disturbed gewoon. Ik voelde me niet goed na dit gezien te hebben. Oh my god. What the hell? Ook je zag bloed op haar nagels of zo. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayuri I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best fucking friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. Of those who are easily disturbed. Ja, no shit, Sherlock. Mensen, ik ga het heel even laten voor deze video, want als het goed is, als je deze game opnieuw opstart, dan gebeurt iets. Dus ik ga heel even wachten hoor, best wel terug. Ja, als het goed is gebeurt er dit nu, en dit wil ik even laten zien mensen. Want nu kun je in files gaan, want eigenlijk hoort deze game op de computer gespeeld te worden, waar je op files kan gaan en zo. Alleen ja, dat kan niet op de PlayStation 4, dus daarom hebben ze het zo gedaan. Dan hebben ze gewoon fake files gemaakt, als part of the game. Het is wel een beetje minder immersion, maar hey, weet je, YOLO. Ik ben al blij genoeg dat ze dat überhaupt al hebben gedaan. Dat ze deze game op PlayStation 4 hebben uitgebracht. Dus ik moet even wachten tot dit klaar is, mensen. En dan kan ik naar files gaan en dan kan ik jullie iets laten zien. Login. Dan kijk ik naar files. Characters. En dan zie je dat Sayuri is Lusu. Dan heb je de game. Saves. Heb je de saves. Spawn words. Happy thoughts. Dit plaatje is erin. Internal. What the fuck. Ik weet eigenlijk niet wat dit is. Attributions. Reset. Traceback. What the fuck? Exception. Oh jeez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ah, well, here goes nothing. What the fuck is dit? Poem words. Sayuri's winning words. Happiness, sadness, death, tragedy, alone. Oh, dit zijn al die words. Dat is wel vet. Dus nu weet je welke woord je moet kiezen en zo. Oké, dat is interessant. Maar ja. Sayuri is Lusu. We gaan nu Doki Doki Literature Club opstarten. Doki Doki, mensen. Bedankt voor het kijken van deze aflevering. Als je het een leuke aflevering vond, doe dan een blauw duimpje omhoog. Abonneer de kanaal naar beneden. Kom de kant naar beneden. Dit is het punt waarop de game fucked up wordt. Ik ga dit gewoon doen. Als het goed is moet je een nieuw game doen, dus dan doe ik het ook gewoon. Trofee gewonnen. Start a new game. Ik heb de eerste trofee van Doki Doki. What the fuck is dit? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know we used to walk to school today and like this, but running away. I know that. But if she's going to say something like this, I almost feel better of running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the corpse and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always an anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Je hoeft niet per se bitches te hebben, bro. Je kan toch ook gewoon matties hebben? The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. As I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me, but besides most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Kaplejong? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Beetje rude. Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Mensen, ik ga saven. Mijn save files zijn Lusu, exit. We gaan exiten. En we gaan... Oh, ik wou eigenlijk gewoon naar de homescreen gaan. Ik wou niet per se exit, maar ja. Mensen, ik kreeg zo kipvel toen ik die deur opende met teksten. Ik kreeg echt kipvel van. Ik wist wat ging gebeuren. Ik vind het echt niet leuk. Check dit. Sayori is gewoon Lusu. What is this? I don't know what the fuck dit is, maar ja. Mensen, nu begint de game interessant te worden. Nu begint de game fucked up te worden. En begint het een horror game te worden. Fucked up game. Ik vind het leuk, maar ook redelijk disturbing. Maar ja, nu echt waar. Nu gaat het heftig worden, mensen, vanaf de volgende episode. Ik heb deze aflevering en de vorige heb ik op dezelfde dag opgenomen. Of eigenlijk dezelfde avond, dus ja. Maar dan even kijken van deze video, mensen. Ik heb een aantal nieuws te vermelden wat ik morgen ga doen in mijn Far Cry 4 video, denk ik. Ja. Later.